Hello, my name is Lexi Lapore-Paternostro and I am the SGA President for this year. I am here with the founding Dean, Dean Payne, of our new School of Architecture here at Florida Southern. So we are going to ask a few questions, get to know Dean Payne, and hopefully learn about our new school. Hello, Dean Payne, how are you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
Wonderful. Well, first I wanted to know a little bit about you. What first sparked your interest in architecture, and how has that passion sort of evolved over your career?
Certainly. It goes back to my childhood. My father was in construction, so we always had building plans around the house. We had drafting tables around the house. I was able to visit job sites with him. So it was inherent in my upbringing just to be around construction and buildings, and that really sparked an interest when I got into high school. And from there, I just continued to pursue it, going through undergrad and graduate architecture school. So it really has been a big part of much of my life. So.
Ah, that's great. And in that lifetime, you've had a wide-ranging career spanning design, teaching, and academic leadership. How have those experiences shaped your approach to launching this new School of Architecture?
Well, I think every little bit has contributed in different ways. I always look for ways to always do better. And so whether it be through my teaching, through my administration, through my research, through the practice of architecture, I'm always looking for opportunities to improve on what's been done in the past. And so when the opportunity here at Florida Southern College came about to start a new School of Architecture, I was able to pull from many different experiences in my past to identify ways to do better. And that's what I've been able to bring to the program so far. And I'm very excited about the opportunities that we'll have here.
As the founding dean, how are you using this opportunity to shape the identity and the future of the School of Architecture here at Florida Southern?
Well, first of all, I want to be able to take what has worked so well at FSC over the many years, which is developing work-ready professionals. I want to be able to bring that into the School of Architecture and develop students who, day one upon graduation, can move right into industry and be able to contribute to the field of architecture at any firm that they join.
Oh, absolutely. And what are some goals for the student experience, both in and outside of the classroom, within this new program specifically?
My number one goal for the student experience here is going to be hands-on learning. The Bauhaus movement was all about learning through doing, and that was sort of a new revolutionary way of teaching architecture. And that's the idea that I have here is being able to take students to job sites, to design firms, to laboratories and workshops to where they're learning from professionals. And so the idea of learning through actual doing is going to be critical to the experience that the students gain here at Florida Southern College.
And like that German movement, how do you plan to honor certain time-honored architectural traditions with the state-of-the-art technologies like digital fabrication, modeling software, research labs?
Well, I certainly think the traditional architectural design education of hand drafting, hand model making, all of that is a great foundation for where we need to be today. So we're going to incorporate quite a bit of the traditional and let those lead into the new innovative softwares and equipment that we're using in design studios. So what would have been a typical hand drafting method is going to continue to build into the building information modeling software that we use. The same thing with model building. Hand model building is going to be incorporated into 3D visualization and rendering softwares. So it's a great balance of the traditional and the new is going to make our students well-rounded.
Oh yeah, that's excellent. And your expertise, it spans interior design, construction management, and universal design. How will these areas inform the interdisciplinary nature of the curriculum?
So the best architect should be able to pull from both the creative and the technical side of information. So the curriculum here is going to include not only architecture, obviously, but the art, sculpture, engineering, construction, interior design, and that's going to allow the students to become well-rounded, be able to approach design problems from many different perspectives. There may not always just be an architectural solution. There may need to be a creative solution or a more technical solution to the problems. And so by providing the students that type of curriculum, when they graduate, they're going to be a lot more well-rounded and be able to see problems from different perspectives.
And aside from that well-roundedness, what else do you think will set a Florida Southern School of Architecture graduate apart, regionally and nationally?
But first of all, I think the unique setting of Florida Southern College is an advantage in itself. Also, the small size allows us to be very nimble, so when new opportunities arise for the students, we can pivot and take advantage of those. And so at this point in time, starting a new program on this campus is going to be a very unique experience for the students and the faculty, and it'll give us many opportunities to engage with a lot of different experiences.
Yeah, and I'm sure coming from a larger school, you definitely have that experience with the bigger program, and you're able to adapt it to our smaller size.
That's right. That's going back to what I said earlier, finding the positive and negatives of my experiences and bringing them to this new program.
Absolutely. And speaking of the Florida Southern campus, as we know, Frank Lloyd Wright designed a large majority of our campus. So what does it mean to you to lead an architecture school located on the world's largest single-site collection of Frank Lloyd Wright architecture in the world? And what kind of hands-on learning or exploration do you imagine taking place in this unique setting?
Well, it's certainly a great honor to be selected as the founding dean for the School of Architecture here on the Frank Lloyd Wright campus. The setting itself is obviously unique for the type of buildings that Wright designed, but also for the quantity. And being able to share the experience of each individual building, but also the campus as a collective whole with the incoming students is going to be a tremendous excitement. But also with that, the students will have a chance with their hands-on investigations, their exploring of the individual buildings, their looking at the details and the materiality and just the way that he composed the collective whole of the campus is going to be an experience that students don't get at other places. I think the hands-on experience of being around this type of architecture, recognizing the intricate details, but also the overall design intent that he had for the campus as a whole is going to be a learning experience in itself for the students.
Absolutely, yeah. And broadening our view a little bit more, Central Florida is a largely growing area, and how do you see the region's development shaping the direction and the focus of Florida Southern School of Architecture?
Well, I certainly think geographically within the state of Florida, within the southeast and in this region, the tremendous population growth is going to be a great opportunity for our students to be able to graduate and join a firm and contribute back to the smart design and better development of the built environment. That's one thing I think is critical, is that not only are we able to contribute to the industry of architecture, but I think the curriculum that we're developing here is going to provide students with a better opportunity to contribute positively to the built environment, being able to design better buildings, being able to contribute and work with the clients at a much different level, I think is really what we're trying to provide the students.
And since giving back and community engagement is such a fundamental value at Florida Southern, what role will that community engagement, collaboration with local architecture firms, municipalities, and civic organizations play in the life of the school?
Certainly. Well, the idea mentioned previously of learning through doing is very critical. And it's not just learning through doing with the faculty of the School of Architecture. It's that engagement with local professionals, local artists, local community leaders, local clients that may want to participate in a design review with the students. All of that type of engagement is going to be critical to the education here. The faculty will do a fantastic job of teaching the students, but it's getting the students out into the local community that is an experience that they're not going to get in the design studio or in the classroom or just being here on campus. So it's going to be vital, and it's going to play a very important role to their overall well-rounded education.
Yes, that's wonderful. Super excited to see that come to fruition. Okay, now talking about the future, your future plans. What excites you the most about welcoming the inaugural cohort of architecture students to campus this fall?
I think what excites me the most is knowing that we're getting the next generation of architectural designers coming in the doors. And what's going to keep me excited about that is growing them over the next 5 years into the young professionals that I know will be the next leading generation of industry. We are so excited about the opportunities students have to learn here and to be able to mold them and grow them into professionals that can lead the field.
In 5 years, once the inaugural class graduates, how will you define success for the School of Architecture, and what kind of legacy do you hope the first generation of students helps build?
Well, certainly I think I will gauge success based on the excitement that the students have to move into the professional practice of architecture. I think if they can continue to want to learn through doing and continue learning architecture as they practice it, I think that'll be a great gauge for success. I definitely feel that practicing of architecture never ends. I think you always need to continue to build new knowledge and seek new information to continue to do better. And I think that's what the practice of architecture is all about.
Yeah, seeing those students walk across the stage and make an impact.
Yes, exactly.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Dean Payne. I appreciated hearing your perspective and your goals for the future of this program, and I, for one, look forward to seeing it actually take place here on campus.
We're very excited about this opportunity, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. I'll see you around.